Oh, hey. Hi. I was reading a silly book. But it's so great to see you. Oh my goodness. I think I forgot but this is so good. I know. It's okay if you're giggling at me a little bit because on this day I decided to have a crazy hair day. And I put my hair up in all these little ponytails all over. Yeah. I know. I know it's not a good look for me, and I just did it because just for one day. I thought it might be fun. And I checked the calendar, and I don't have to go to the dentist today, and I don't get to see my friends for lunch, and I'm not going to church today. So I'll just be working around the house, and I thought it might be fun for a giggle to have a crazy hair day. But you are so right. Ooh, it's really important to check the calendar if you're going to do something silly, because what if I had to go to the doctor today and I completely forgot and I showed up like this? I would be, so embarrassed. Ugh. Good point. Always check the calendar before you have a crazy hair day. Thanks. Thanks for that good idea. Crazy Hair Day by Barney Salzberg. And on the title page, it looks like we've got a mama here. In the morning, she's got her bathrobe on and her pink slippers, a cup of coffee maybe. And this must be her son, and they're looking at the calendar. And you all know the calendars show us the days of the week and the months of the year, and sometimes we mark special days on them so we won't forget. Stanley Birdbaum woke up early. Bald Eagle Elementary School was celebrating Crazy Hair Day, and Stanley couldn't wait. They had celebrated Pajama Day, Twin Day, and 60s Day. Stanley's favorite was Twin Day because he and his best friend, Larry Finchfeather, had worn exactly the same thing. Stanley was ready. He had rubber bands, he had styling gel, and to make his hair perfect, Stanley had 2 cans of Halloween hairspray. Stanley's mother knew just what to do. She wrapped, she dipped, and to make his hair perfect, she sprayed Stanley's hair bright orange and blue. "Ta-da!" said Stanley. "I am a work of art." "You are going to be late if you don't hurry," said his mother. Stanley rolled the rubber bands in his hair. He gently tapped the tops of his spikes. "This," he said, "is going to be a day I will never forget. I bet Larry Finchfeather and I will have the craziest hair in the whole school," Stanley thought. As he walked toward the classroom, he heard his teacher talking. "And remember," Mr. Winger said, "Crazy Hair Day is next Friday." Everybody stopped. Everybody stared. Stanley felt sick. Larry Finchfeather said, "Is that a hair do or a hair don't?" Everybody laughed. Stanley ran to the bathroom. A few minutes later, Stanley heard someone come in. "It's me, Larry Finchfeather." "The Larry Finchfeather who just made fun of me in front of the whole class?" asked Stanley. "I was only teasing," said Larry. "Some days you tease too much," said Stanley. "Mr. Winger said he wants me to try to be a peacemaker instead of a troublemaker," said Larry. "I'm supposed to bring you back to class." "I'm not going," said Stanley. "If you stay in here, you'll miss being in the class picture," said Larry. "I thought that was next Friday," said Stanley. "Crazy Hair Day is next Friday," Larry said. "Today is school picture day." Stanley rolled the rubber bands in his hair. He gently tapped the tops of his spikes. "This," he said, "is going to be a day I will never forget." Larry Finchfeather suggested that Stanley try washing his hair in the sink. "It won't help," said Stanley. "Halloween hair color lasts for days." "Well, it really doesn't matter. It's only your hair," Larry told him. "If you don't come out of here by the time math is over, I'm coming to get you. You can't stay here all day." It was very quiet after Larry Finchfeather left, and Stanley wondered if maybe he could spend all day in the bathroom. He ate his lunch. He drew pictures. He even timed himself to see how fast he could flush all the toilets. 32.5 seconds, he shouted. "A new world record by me, Stanley Birdbaum." Stanley had counted up to 121, 122, 123 drops of water from a leaky faucet when Larry Finchfeather came back. "Beep, time's up, let's go," Larry announced. "Picture time." "If I'm in it, I'll look like the class weirdo," said Stanley. "Remember 60s Day when Mr. Winger had the flu but came in anyway?" said Larry. "He said the day wouldn't be the same if we weren't all together. You have to come. I'll give you 5 minutes." Larry Finchfeather left, and Stanley Birdbaum thought about 60s Day when Mr. Winger taught them all those great old songs. He remembered how on Pajama Day everyone in his class had worn PJs and slippers. And then Stanley imagined what his class picture would look like without him. He decided to go back to class. To keep from being nervous, Stanley made up a song. Crazy hair, how I wish it wasn't there." Stanley felt someone touch his shoulder. "I was just coming to get you," said Larry Finchfeather. "What if they laugh at me again?" asked Stanley. "Everything will be fine," Larry whispered. "I promise." Stanley stood in front of his class. Everyone stopped. Everyone stared. Stanley rolled the rubber bands in his hair. He gently tapped the tops of his spikes and said, "This is going to be a day I will never forget." And look at why he said that. To make Stanley feel not alone, everyone else put silly things on their head. From his teacher, who had a globe of the earth perched right on top. Someone had a trash can, newspapers, a ukulele, a book. Even the fishbowl with the fish was in the class picture. So Stanley didn't feel like the weirdo after all. Oh, hey y'all, I'm in the car. I'm going to get ready to go out in just a minute. But didn't you love that book about Stanley and his class? And I mean, to me, the way all his friends just rallied around and made themselves look silly so that he wouldn't feel so alone in the class picture when he forgot that it was class picture day instead of crazy hair day. Well, anyway, I'm going to go have lunch with my friends at a restaurant, and I just think that's a good reminder that, you should always check your calendar before you go out in the world. You always want to look your best and feel comfortable, just like I do. All right. See you next time. Bye.